Zach LaVine? DeMar DeRozan? Patrick Williams? Forget what you think you know about the Chicago Bulls' future. In the next 8 minutes, I'm going to tell you why everyone's sleeping on the real future of this franchise. And trust me, this take is hotter than a Chicago summer. Are you ready to have your mind blown about who might really be leading the Bulls in 3 years? Welcome to Chicago Bulls News, your go-to source for the latest updates on the Windy City's favorite team. Today we're tackling a question that's been burning up the forums and social media: who will be the Bulls' best player in the next 3 years? Now, before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. We've got fresh Bulls content coming at you every week, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. All right, let's set the stage. The Chicago Bulls are at a crossroads. We've got a mix of established stars, rising talent, and question marks across the roster. The next 3 years are crucial for this franchise, and identifying our cornerstone player is key to building a contender. Let's break down our top candidates. Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Patrick Williams, Coby White, Ayo Dosunmu. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where's Nikola Vucevic? Look, Vuk is a solid player, but at 33 years old, it's hard to see him as the best player on a contending team 3 years from now. We're focusing on guys who could realistically take that crown. Let's start with the obvious choices: Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. Zach LaVine has been our go-to scorer for years now. He's a 2-time All-Star with elite athleticism and a sweet shooting stroke. At 29 years old, he's in his prime and locked into a max contract. On paper, he seems like the safest bet to be our best player for the next 3 years. But here's the thing: LaVine's game hasn't translated to team success. Despite his individual brilliance, the Bulls have struggled to make deep playoff runs. There are also concerns about his defense and ability to elevate his teammates. Don't get me wrong, Zach is a fantastic player, but is he the guy to lead us to the promised land? Then we've got DeMar DeRozan. DeMar silenced all the doubters when he came to Chicago, proving he's still one of the most lethal scorers in the game. His mid-range game is pure art, and he's shown flashes of playmaking that have taken his game to another level. The issue with DeMar? He's 34 years old. While his game doesn't rely on athleticism, Father Time is undefeated. Can we really expect DeRozan to be our best player at 37? It's possible, but it's a risky bet. Now, let's talk about the wild card, Patrick Williams. P-Will was drafted 4th overall for a reason. He's got the physical tools to be a two-way force in this league. We've seen flashes of brilliance: the athleticism, the shooting touch, the defensive potential. But that's just a potential. Williams has yet to put it all together consistently. He's shown improvement each year, but is he on track to be our best player by 2027? That's a tough call. The talent is there, but the production needs to catch up, and fast. Ayo Dosunmu is another intriguing option. The hometown kid has already exceeded expectations as a second-round pick. He's shown versatility, defense, and a steadily improving offensive game. Ayo's got that dog in him, no doubt. But best player on the team? That's a big ask. Ayo projects more as an elite role player or high-end starter. Valuable? Absolutely. The face of the franchise? That might be a stretch. And now, we come to the player I think deserves way more consideration in this conversation: Coby White. Yeah, I said it. Coby White. And before you close this video or flood the comments with "this guy's crazy," hear me out. Coby White has been one of the most disrespected players on this Bulls roster since he was drafted. He's been moved from point guard to shooting guard, starter to bench player, and has faced constant trade rumors. But through it all, Coby has shown resilience, improvement, and flashes of star potential. Let's break down why Coby White could genuinely be the Bulls' best player in 3 years. Age and development. Coby is only 24 years old. He's got plenty of room to grow and is entering his prime years. We've seen young guards make huge leaps around this age. Just look at Tyrese Halliburton or De'Aaron Fox. Shooting. Coby has always been a threat from deep, but this past season, he took it to another level. He shot over 40% from 3 on high volume. That's elite territory, folks. Playmaking. While he struggled as a full-time point guard early in his career, Coby has shown significant improvement in his decision-making and passing. He's learning to balance his scoring with getting others involved. Defense. This is where Coby has made the biggest strides. Once considered a liability, he's now holding his own on the defensive end. With his quickness and improving strength, he has the tools to be a two-way player. Work ethic. By all accounts, Coby is a gym rat. He's constantly working on his game and has shown improvement every single year. That kind of dedication is what turns good players into great ones. Now, I'm not saying Coby White is definitely going to be better than Zach LaVine or a 37-year-old DeMar DeRozan in 3 years. What I am saying is that he deserves to be in the conversation. The disrespect Coby has faced from fans and media is unwarranted, and it's time we start recognizing his potential. Think about it. If Coby continues his upward trajectory, is it really that crazy to imagine him averaging 24 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds per game while shooting 40% from 3 and playing solid defense? Those are all star numbers, folks. But wait, I hear you saying, what about his consistency? What about his decision-making in clutch moments? Valid concerns, no doubt. Coby still has work to do in those areas. But remember, we're projecting 3 years into the future. A lot can change in 3 years, especially for a young player with Coby's work ethic and skill set. Let's also consider the context of the team around him. In 3 years, DeMar DeRozan will likely be gone or in a reduced role. Zach LaVine will be 32 and potentially past his athletic prime. The stage could be set for Coby to take the reins of the offense and truly blossom into a star. Now, I'm not here to say Coby White is definitely going to be the Bulls' best player in 3 years. What I am saying is that he deserves to be in the conversation, and the disrespect needs to stop. So, who will be the Bulls' best player in 3 years? If I had to put money on it, I'd say it comes down to 3 players. Zach LaVine, the safe bet. He's proven he's in his prime, and he's got the contract. But can he elevate his game to truly lead a contender? Patrick Williams, the high-risk, high-reward option. If P. Will puts it all together, his two-way potential could make him a genuine superstar. Coby White, the dark horse. If his development continues on its current trajectory, don't be surprised if Coby is leading this team in 3 years. At the end of the day, this is what makes being a sports fan so exciting. We can speculate, we can argue, but only time will tell how these players develop and who steps up to lead this franchise. What do you think, Bulls Nation? Who's your pick for the Bulls' best player in 3 years? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get this debate going. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We've got tons more Bulls content coming your way, including player breakdowns, trade scenarios, and game reactions. Until next time, keep believing in the Bulls.